Today, we're going to be building a PC, but not just any PC, the whitest PC we can possibly build. And I love white. Let me know down below if you're team white or team black. PCs we're talking about, of course. Now, this is my second PC I've ever built, and it's going to be a massive challenge. I'm a video editor, and although this PC is not focused on gaming, it's focused purely on video editing, this can be a beast of a gaming PC. Without further ado, let's jump in it and let's jump into the first step of this PC build. So for the motherboard, I took quite a bit of time to try and find the cleanest, whitest motherboard available on the market. And then I came across the NZXT Z790, which it's not just a clean motherboard, it's also a very user-friendly motherboard because it works on magnets. So if you want to take any of the plates off, you just pull it up because it's magnetic, it's so easy. And then when you want to put it back on, it just clips in. It's absolutely beautiful, very user-friendly. So I went with that. And for the CPU, what we've gone with is the 13900K. Now, I'm a video editor. I actually work for the top 1% of content creators, and I wanted something really powerful, and the 13900K is an insane chip. The second thing we're gonna do is put the RAM in. For the RAM, we've gone with some DDR5 Corsair Vengeance RAM. We're going for 64 gig. Now, here's the controversial thing. I specifically haven't chosen the RGB version because they have an RGB stick, but I'm not a fan of RGB. I think in 5 years' time, we're gonna look at RGB and we're gonna cringe. We're gonna be like, why was that such a trendy thing to do? I much prefer the office clean style look. So I've actually gone with the cheaper option. It's cheaper, but not only is it cheaper, it's also complementing my PC a lot better as well. In fact, nothing in my PC is going to have RGB except this, the NZXT cooler. And that's only because this comes with 3 default RGB fans, and I'm gonna make sure I just set them to white. If they had an option to just have 3 white fans, I would have opted in for that option. But this is the only thing within the whole PC that is gonna have any RGB. Oh, and also the Aero logo that's on the graphics card, but that's not even noticeable. Are you guys RGB fans or are you plain and simple fans? Let me know in the comments, but let's roll on with the video and on to the next step. Once we had that satisfying click in place, it was then time to put the motherboard into the PC case. And talking about the PC case, we have gone with the NZXT H6 Flow, which has been out a few months now, but the unique thing about this case is not only is it dual chamber, but it also has these 3 fans that are tilted at a very strange angle, but this angle actually gives the PC very good airflow and also helps control the temperatures of your components. And once we get this motherboard slotted in, already we can see this PC is starting to build some character. It's looking really cool, and by the end of the video, you guys are gonna see how awesome this PC has turned out. But the next step we're gonna be doing is we're gonna install 2 140mm fans at the bottom. Now, the NZXT H6 Flow has space for 2 140mm fans at the bottom. So we put them 240mm fans into the case before we've done anything else. And then it was time to install the liquid cooler. This is the NZXT Kraken Elite 360mm cooler. Now, I've got to be honest, this thing came and I was really excited. I opened it up and I noticed a crack right on the edge of the LCD panel, and I decided to just rock with it. I didn't want to return it and then wait another week or 2 for it to arrive. And I was already in the process of building the PC, so I didn't want to have to uninstall all of the fans on the cooler. It would have been a nightmare. So I've decided to just take the hit. Later on in the video, I'm going to show you how bad the damage was. I'm sure it's not NZXT's fault. It could have been the delivery driver that was having a bad day and just decided to throw the packaging around because he hates his job. That's not NZXT's fault. Let's move on to the next step. So we installed the AIO, and the final step, which is by far the most fun step, is installing the graphics card. Now for this one, we've gone with the RTX 3070 graphics card, and you guys must be thinking, why have you gone with that kind of graphics card paired with such a beast of a CPU? And the reason is because, as I said earlier, I'm a video editor. One of the most important things is the CPU. Graphics cards are important for things such as rendering videos, and I can also game in very light 4K. I wanted to get a PC that is mainly focused on video editing, but I can also game every now and then. So we unboxed this bad boy, and that's always a satisfying thing. It smelled amazing as well. I know that's a weird thing to say, but graphics cards have this weird smell. You guys will know what I mean if you've unboxed one before. And whilst we're doing that satisfying click, I will just say that if you guys want to support the channel out, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and if you're interested in any of these products, I will leave a link in the description. But now we've got that graphics card clicked in, This system is already looking absolutely beautiful, but there's one final thing to do, and that is cable management. I bought 2 cable extensions, one for the power supply and also one for the GPU as well. I did also order cable extensions for the CPU, which is at the top part of the motherboard, but unfortunately they didn't fit and I couldn't be bothered to reorder it and wait for that to come. So there are some black cables visible in this PC. It's not 100% white, but I don't really care, to be honest. It's white enough for me and that's all that matters. Now, after building this PC, the cable managing took at least a couple of hours and I almost just smashed the whole thing to pieces. But once you get through that, then the fun part begins, because we get to turn on this beautiful PC and we're about to show you guys how it turned out. So as you can see, the PC's looking really awesome once turned on. The thing that pops out the most is of course the LED panel, which is actually 60 Hertz. The old version used to be 30 Hertz, I believe. You can actually see the difference in person as well. Now, I'm gonna speak about the elephant in the room. There are a few visible black cables, which I haven't sorted out. Unfortunately, they're just there at the moment and I don't know how to hide them. So if you guys have any advice for that, be sure to let me know down below. But overall, I think this was a success. The H6 Flow is a beautiful case. I think that is the thing that shines out the most with this PC build. Now, as I said earlier, the Corsair Vengeance RAM, you guys can see now how well that complements the whole PC build in general. I think these sticks are quite underrated for value, and I think they look nicer as well. Of course, the PC case already comes with those 3 fans pre-installed that are on the side. Now, in regards to the damage of the NZXT Kraken AIO, as you can see, it's very minimal and you have to be looking extremely close to notice it. So I just decided to stick with it. It wasn't that noticeable. And yeah, this is the PC build. Now, I'm actually filming this 2 months prior to building it, and I do want to say it has run very smoothly. There's been no temperature issues. In fact, this H6 Flow case has directly helped my components stay at a good temperature. This PC has helped me power through those intensive editing sessions. I haven't gamed yet on it because I'm so busy with my video editing, but I'm sure it's going to be a powerhouse when it comes to gaming as well. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the PC down below. And as always, I'll catch you guys out in another video. Take care. I'll see you guys soon.